How's it going, guys? So here's something different. I was outside doing some chores and I found this poor little guy. This is a baby gray squirrel. Found him on the ground and he was real cold and had flies laying eggs on him. I cleaned off most of them, but he's got some kind of dried on there. And when I saw him, I thought he was dead, actually, but he was still breathing, so I brought him in, decided to try to rescue him. Wasn't much choice in the matter, really. I couldn't not try. And actually, I have done this before, and I want to put some information out there in case other people find themselves in a similar situation. I have fed him a little bit already, by the way, and he definitely eagerly took some milk that I gave him, and I'll explain exactly what I fed him and why in a minute. Like I said, I have done this before successfully, and he actually, it was easier to get him to eat than it was the first time I did this, and he ate quite a bit and looks like he's going to sleep now. And in a minute here, I'm going to tuck him in down here closer to this jar of hot water to keep him warm. He's still a little colder than he should be. But anyways, as far as rescuing baby squirrels that you find, this guy, I think he just fell out of a tree. There are tons and tons of people on the internet who say that you have to feed them Ebsolac puppy formula, and I am here to tell you that is not correct. You do not need to give them any kind of puppy formula of any kind. In fact, it's even the Ebsolac stuff is not the best stuff to feed them. The very best formula that you can feed a squirrel is a homemade mixture of whole milk, 1 cup whole milk to 4 tablespoons of heavy cream, and you boil it to denature the enzymes that are in it. There are people who tell you that you can't give squirrels any kind of cow's milk because the enzymes will make them sick. Well, you boil it and denature the enzymes, and that is the very best thing that you can give them. And also, if you put in a very small amount of coconut oil, optionally, enough for maybe a few drops of oil per feeding, which is not very much at all, but that's an optional thing, but I've always done it. And anyways, I didn't have cream on hand, but I boiled him some milk and gave him some of that, and it's probably just as well that it's not not the full fat content, because it will maybe hydrate him a little bit better. He was very dehydrated. You can kind of tell by pinching the skin, but he's already quite a bit better. And also another thing that the internet experts will say all the time is that if they're dehydrated, you cannot give them milk, that you have to give them electrolytes. And of course, once again, same as the Ebsolac stuff, they have a preferred brand name that they shill for, which is Pedialyte. You do not have to give them Pedialyte. I'm not sure if it's even a good idea to give them electrolytes, except possibly in a very, very severe circumstance. But in my opinion, and in the opinion of others, it's just as well to just give them some milk and they will get hydration from that. So anyways, looks like he's kind of stable now and kind of cool, so I'm going to try to tuck him down in here again. I'll have to shut the camera off. He's in there, tucked in now. I got an old t-shirt over that jar of hot water, and I should get him nice and warm pretty soon. But anyways, I want to also recommend a website that is probably the best source of information out there, and that is squirrelnutrition.com. I'm not in any way affiliated with the guy that runs it. I'm just recommending it as the best source that I ever found of information, and also he has some products that he sells, including food for adult squirrels, which I actually buy. As I said, I did this once before, and I've got a squirrel who's now about a year old, who's pretty much my best buddy. You can probably hear him running around in the background. But anyways, squirrelnutrition.com. I'll put a link down there in the description. And depending on how this goes, maybe I'll do a little series of videos on this. I'll say up front, nature is cruel, and I don't know if he will make it. I didn't think the last one was going to make it either, the first night, but and he did. So I don't know. I'll hesitate. I'll hold on making a prediction on this guy for now, but I'll just say is significant chance that he won't make it through the first night here. He was in worse shape than the last one that I found, but he's looking better now. I'll wait a little bit, feed him again, probably be up all hours of the night feeding him, and we'll see how it goes. So that's it. Thanks for watching.